great things like how to man player, charge, pass, do long passes, play zoo. Yeah.
The English tactician was amazed by Tijan's emotional story and the incredible talents he spotted whilst training the kids.
I've been surprised, to say the least, because at first, maybe I was ignorant a bit, but the kids, they're more than able. I just encourage the Gambian people to support your kids more, because they're good and they're bright stars of tomorrow. So if you aid their development, I'm sure they too, they'll perform, because you got some good talents here, very good talents.
The Charlton Athletics youth trainer, impressed with the raw talents, challenged the Ministry of Youth and Sports and all relevant football stakeholders to provide the necessary structures to help nurture the abundant talents in the country into realizing their full potentials.
Facility-wise, the pitch is good. They're playing the best they can here. This is very bubbly, and they're doing great stuff, touching it and everything. I would love to see them on nice grass, because if they're on Astro, if they're doing so good on bumpy pitch here, on good grass, I don't know what they'll do. So I think the support you could give them is facility-wise, equipment, and many things like that. But they are good. They got raw talent. I think it's worth investing in these talents, definitely.
Handball was one sport taught at the summer camp, though not quite the most popular game in the country. But at the summer camp, it attracted huge interest from the campus. The handball trainer Ami Sise was happy with the level of interest in the game, and she believes that if the facilities are provided, especially in schools, the children will excel in the game, and handball can be taken to another level.
This is the first time most of them are playing handball here. It's new to them. They don't know the game, so I'm introducing the game to them. They fall in love with the game. I'm happy for that.
The same was the story for wrestling, basketball, and volleyball. The campus had fun, learning the basic skills in their choice of sports.
We learned volleyball, digging, and spikes, as well as the rules of volleyball.
It is very important because most of us play volleyball at schools, but our PE teachers don't normally coach us. In many schools, they just ask the children go out for PE. So children go out and do whatever they like. I played volleyball in my school before, but I didn't know the rules. I just played like that. But today I know the rules. So when we go back to our school, we will help our PE teachers to tell them this is how to play the game, this is how to coach the children, and this is what to do.
With the theme of the camp anchored on discovering young Gambian talents, one may conclude that some of the objectives of the camp were achieved. But with the camp now finished, the worry is whether Tijan Balde will ever have the ample time at home to play football again and nurture his talents.
When I go home, I will tell her all, and then I think he will leave me to play football.
Thank you. Will he be able to convince his mother to play football at home remains the issue. But whatever the outcome in convincing his mother, one thing is certain: the camp has exposed young Tijan Balde and others to new things. And who knows, it might be the turning point in the teenager's life. Mohamed Jallo, Grts Sports.
From Sports Day, I take a look at the headlines once more. President Jammeh has started parts of Talindin where he orders the relocation of people in certain areas of the Medina neighborhood as part of efforts to avert the frequent occurrence of flash floods in the area. Egypt's unending political drama continues with former President Hosni Mubarak and Muslim Brotherhood leader Mohammed Badia facing prosecutors in court charged with various offenses. And U.S. Secretary of Defense Chuck Hagel has hinted at possible use of force in Syria as the fallout from the alleged use of chemical weapons in Damascus neighborhood rumbles on. That brings us to the end of the news. Thanks for joining us. Stay tuned to GRTS and enjoy the rest of our programs.
من الخوف والجوع ونقص من الأموال والأنفس والثمرات وبشر الصابرين الذين إذا أصابتهم مصيبة قالوا إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون.
Doesn't matter where you come from, doesn't matter what you've been through. You can make it if you believe. You got the potentials living in you. You've got the power to succeed. You've got the power to achieve. You've got the power if you believe. Success power.
Welcome back. This is Success Power. One of the most fascinating objects I have discovered as a human being is the magnet. And today we discuss a little bit more about the fact that you as a living being are a magnet. You have the capacity to attract and you have the capacity to repel. I see so many people who worry about what they don't have instead of focusing on developing the capacity to attract what they don't have yet. You put more power in the magnet, it has the capacity to attract what it could not attract before. Remember that as a human being, you have the capacity to attract and you have the capacity to repel. We started out this discussion last week, and our major emphasis here is on those things inside you that give you that power of attraction. Your thoughts and your emotions. So let's talk first about your thoughts. I have seen my life literally changed just by focusing on my capacity to attract. This is what I mean. I had dreams, I had plans, I had aspirations, and I had at the same time limitations and wondered why things were not working quickly enough for me. I was desperate to see my life change until I discovered that success is first within and then without. My definition of hard work changed completely because my focus had been on physical exertion before. I now discovered the power of mental exertion. I found out that the hardest kind of work to do is changing yourself, changing your thinking, changing your habit, changing your belief systems. Wow. But I discovered that when you make simple shifts, small shifts inside, they can create big shifts for you on the outside. I just found out that the things that I used to pursue before will now come a bit more easily. It's very interesting. I've been on both sides, so I know exactly what I'm talking about and how it works. I have tried to get small amounts of money before, and I know how stressful it was. I know